work on questions. Knowledge economy, so an economy in which growth is dependent on the quantity, quality, and accessibility of the information available rather than the means of production, right? So in most modern economies in, let's say, Europe, North America, at the highest level, it's really your knowledge that pays the bills, right? What information do you have? What can you teach other people? And people will pay for that skill, right? It's easy to teach someone technical aspects of their job, but to get really specific knowledge. So how do you take your company from having 1 million revenue in a year to 10 million to 100 million, right? That's a very highly useful skill, right? The knowledge of how to edit videos properly, how to speed up your process, right? How to particularly make a product in a certain way or market it. All these skills are very useful that might not be as necessary in countries that are still developing. Emphasis on the knowledge of workers or the intellectual property of an economy. So think of this as where are iPhones assembled versus where are iPhones, conceptualized. Where do they come up with the new concepts of what's going to go into a phone versus where do they actually physically make them, right? The knowledge is where they create the ideas. The physical labor is elsewhere, right? So a knowledge economy is an economy where what you know and can do is of great value. Are there any particular skills that come to mind? Any skills you think that people would pay a lot of money for? Any pieces of information that if they can teach you teach that to you, you would benefit? Anything come to mind? Big one might be leadership. So people with good knowledge and application of leadership. I know of a couple of companies, they just come in, they teach, like their job is to teach that company better leadership skills. Okay. Is there anything you can think of? What's a high paying skill? In medical field, right? Particularly, so a doctor gets paid well, but does a surgeon get paid more? Right? And then a surgeon for like the brain or heart might get paid even more, right? It's a very specialized skill. Right? What other skills do you think are very high paying? Offer a lot of value? Anyone?
Like what job?
Well, skill, right? So let's say like a carpentry is a job, right? But let's say you have someone who's very artistic with what they create. That's a skill. It's also a talent. But they might make more money because of that.
I mean, you can be like good at fighting.
Absolutely. Some people are excellent at separating people from their consciousness. And there is a market out there for that. Okay? A market for that was witnessed last Saturday at UFC 296. Did you have your hand up as well? Okay. We're running out of ideas here, kids. Okay, we'll wrap that up today.